Hi, I'm Colin Camara, and I will be your host for today's session. Let me first introduce myself. I work for Bring IT, a global alliance partner of NetSuite. Here, I lead our hospitality practice, and over the past year, we have been working with several businesses in the space, and today, we get the opportunity to walk you through the common process areas and features that are implemented in NetSuite for companies in the space. Let's go over our agenda. Today, we're going to walk through hotels, bars and restaurants, and franchise-related solutions. With that said, let's jump directly into our first section, the Hotel 360 Suite. Hotel teams deal with multiple systems to manage guests, customers, and hotel staff-related operations, which often lack automated integrations to provide real-time access to management reporting and financial controls. With the Hotel 360 Suite, we enable the guest journey to flow into NetSuite in real time. This solution runs entirely through Oracle Hospitality Integration Platform, giving businesses the consistency, scalability, and full data traceability of a unified system landscape. Not only financial transactions to monitor billing, payment, and tax-related data in NetSuite, but also operational KPIs such as occupancy rates, arrivals, departures, and many others are made available for hotel managers and staff to facilitate USALI-level reporting. This suite runs within NetSuite's central environment to allow detailed GL-level reconciliations and leverages the business intelligence capabilities and dashboards of the platform. Let's have a peek into the system. Let's jump into our Hotel 360 demo account, where we can see that we now have a set of dashboards that are catered for hotel businesses. How do we get the capabilities to have these features available? If we go into our personalization section of the dashboard, we will see under the Suite App section that the Hotel 360 table portlet is already installed. That means that the solution that we will show in this demo with the hotel-specific capabilities is now installed in this environment. Let's jump into Hotel 360 dashboard, which I am showing now on screen. Here, we have configured 3 portlets that have a subsidiary navigator, which is the organization structure of how my different legal entities and hotels are set up within my business group. You can see that I have a headquarter in the US. I have a conglomerate of businesses in Spain. I have the same in the UK. And if I scroll down a little bit to the right, I see the same for the US. Scrolling down, I can then see some KPIs that are industry specific, showing information as occupancy rates, average daily revenue, among others. And in the bottom, I can see different financial metrics, including income, inventory, etc. What I can do with these dashboards is easily navigate through my business org structure and be able to go into more depth of information. Maybe I want to analyze information at a particular hotel, which will allow me to update all the metrics and financial information that is relevant to that particular hotel on screen. But I may want to go up one level and show information for the UK as a whole, or maybe go up another level to show my whole organization in my screens. So this is an interesting ability of how NetSuite allows us to drill up and drill down in my organization and hotel structure so that the information that is displayed on screen is relevant to what I'm trying to analyze at that particular moment. Let's briefly jump into our next section of the dashboard, which is the tiles. So the tiles are a combination of industry-specific KPIs that have been built on best practices based on the data that is flowing into NetSuite from the front end, whether it be the property management system or the POS, and financial data available in NetSuite. These KPIs are configured by role. In this case, the accounting manager has information like occupancy, GoPAR, revenue per occupied room, and average daily revenue. But these dashboards are all configurable depending on the specific user role. So now let's jump into our reporting capability. And on screen, I am showing the summary of operations status, which is an USALI-based report that allows me to report information by segment on the revenue and expense side and compare that against the budget that I have previously loaded into NetSuite. In this scenario, I can see that my room revenue and my food and beverage revenue is running a little bit behind, between 75 and 88% versus my budget. So I may want to go into one level deeper. To do that, I'm going to use my segmentation and break down my information by subsidiary, which will now allow me to analyze how each independent hotel is executing against that budget. Okay, so let's jump into an income statement view. And in this case, I want to show how I can drill down from my summary income statement into the detailed transactions that are flowing in through the automated integration with the front-end systems. By clicking on this particular income line, I can get access to the next level of detail, which is now going to show me the different revenue journals that are being posted by the integration. I may want to go one level detail into this particular journal, where I'm able to see the amounts that are being posted through the journal integration that has been built out. By going into the Hotel 360 tab, I can get more details about the specific transaction numbers, the transaction codes, the amounts, currencies, taxes, etc. And I can go one level deeper even to get the full guest journey visibility from check-in to checkout and everything that happened in between that is being automatically reported into my system. I may want to summarize this view to see that the full revenue amount has been fully paid out and this particular guest has been checked out of my hotel. Okay, so let's jump into our restaurants and bar demo. Now I'm going to log into Symphony. Imagine, for the purpose of this demo, that I am a waiter. I am selecting a table that I am going to book a nice bottle of wine from on table number 3 in my restaurant. Now, fast forwarding, I'm going to show how the payment transaction from this customer is going to be executed, and done deal. If I go now into my Symphony system, I can see all the detailed transaction information, including the different line items that have been ordered, information of payment, tips, and other associated information that I have in the system to control my restaurant-related transactions. Now let's look at how that syncs into NetSuite. As part of our integration process, we have this menu that shows all the Symphony-related data that is going to be flowing into the system, including master data information such as locations, menu items, etc. And then the transactional details that we just saw in Symphony are also going to travel into NetSuite to show the details of what is happening in the front end. Here, I see my different transactions, including a particular check that I'm going to go into the double click, and we're going to see how the data that is being processed in Symphony is syncing fully into NetSuite to have all the details of what a particular restaurant, guest, and order executed in the system. This information is built into the NetSuite transactional ledger and then transformed into the GL by an invoice related transaction, which is going to allow me to show all the underlying details that happened in that particular transaction, including line items, tips, taxes, etc., to ensure a proper full traceability of sales, finance, and inventory processes integrated in the system. Now, I'm going to hand over to my colleague, Matt, who's going to present the Franchise 360 suite.
Hi, I'm Matt Haton with Bring IT, with over 15 years of experience in finance and enterprise systems, and over a decade of helping all kinds of businesses really streamline their operations. In this segment, I'll explain how Franchise 360 helps franchises, especially multi-unit franchises, such as restaurant chains or fitness centers, gain control and simplify their systems, and also operate more efficiently. In this session, we'll explore how NetSuite helps franchisors manage complexity, how franchisees gain real-time access and visibility, and how our Franchise 360 portal works. So let's go ahead and get started. Running a franchise business is demanding. There's much to handle, such as royalty billing, inventory, brand consistency, onboarding, etc. And franchisors often deal with disconnected systems. They struggle to get clear insights, and franchisees don't always have easy ways to really self-serve their material to their clients. Franchise 360, our solution built by Bring IT on NetSuite with the Suite Commerce Advanced module, is designed to fix that. It helps both sides of the franchisee, the corporate office, and stores work together in sync. So let's start with the franchisor. Franchise 360 automates complex billing processes. You define royalty and fee rules, and the system calculates everything based on point of sale data. It supports different models, fixed fees, variable percentages, and minimums. All are handled automatically. You can also track cash flow, revenue, commissions, and real-time store performance across multiple countries or legal entities. Do you need to manage master franchisees or area reps? The system supports those structures and automates commission calculations as well. Cash collection workflows are fully integrated. Bank files are generated directly from the system, and approval processes are built in. All of this runs inside of NetSuite. No spreadsheets, no third-party workarounds. Now let's look at the franchisee side. We built a dedicated franchisee portal using Suite Commerce Advanced, which is designed for franchisees to manage everything in one place. Here's what you can do. Welcome to our franchisee portal, which is designed for franchisors and franchisees, both in a secure environment. As a franchisee, you only need to log in to access multiple locations and making it easy to manage everything in one place. One of the key sections of our portal is the Invoice Center. Here you can view all invoices related to royalties, advertising fees, and equipment orders. You can also check payment history, view outstanding balances, and even update your bank or billing information directly from the screen. As you can see, the Invoice Center gives you access to both basic and advanced reports, filtered by categories like royalties, brand funds, product orders, and cross-regional costs. For example, under royalties, you can check the date, the store name, and export the data as a CSV, either by a store or by a group. If you want to drill down into a specific invoice, just click in and see all the details: the order, a summary, the date, and the items included. You can download this as a PDF as well. Under fees, you can view tech fees or even types of charges depending upon the franchise setup. You can select different stores and export everything as a CSV if needed. You can also manage your bank account information right from here. You also can switch between locations or even different companies and still access the same data set. You'll see the routing and account numbers and type into the fields. You can save any updates right from this interface. Now let's talk about user management, another powerful feature. You can assign roles to each user depending on the location and what they need access to. You can also create users and assign them role-based permissions such as franchisee executive, support staff, or even accountant. This is all built on the Suite Commerce Advanced module, which is directly connected to the franchisor NetSuite records. Franchisees also need access to the ticket center to submit and track support requests. That's why we've added a built-in feature to manage tickets directly from the portal. Some other useful features in the portal include placing product or equipment orders via CSV upload, quick add, or standard flows. You can also access training docs, marketing assets, and branding guidelines. Let me walk you through a quick example. A franchisee runs 5 locations. Every day, their point of sale data syncs into NetSuite. Franchise 360 takes that data, calculates the royalty, and then advertising fees based upon the rules, generates the invoice, and notifies the franchisee through the portal. The franchisee logs in, sees the invoice details, confirms the numbers, and then initiates a payment. They also place a bulk order from weekly supplies, upload the CSV, generate the order, and download the confirmation. On the franchisor side, everything updates in real time, including cash flow, billing status, and inventory, all visible on dashboards. No delays, no manual reconciliation. This isn't a concept, it's working now. Gongcha IT uses Franchise 360 at thousands of locations across more than 20 countries. They've eliminated manual billing and gained real-time visibility into their franchises. Orange Theory operates over 2,000 stores worldwide. Franchise 360 handles fee collection, commission calculations, onboarding, and equipment orders in one place. Golden Corral uses it to scale operations, unify store data, and streamline the franchise network across the U.S. What these customers have in common is focus. They care about operational excellence. They don't want to reinvent the wheel. They want to have a solution that works with the proper process in place from day one. That's exactly what our 360 solution delivers. Built on NetSuite, it's more than just a set of tools. It's a complete, ready-to-use system, thoughtfully designed for the industry's unique demands. All right, so let's go ahead and recap overall. Hotel 360 connects your front and back offices and offers real-time data, traceability, and USALI compliance. For bars and restaurants, we connect Symphony with NetSuite to automate checks, tips, and payments without manual work. Franchise 360 gives both franchisors and franchisees the tools they need: billing automation, portals, reporting, and control, all built natively in NetSuite. The hospitality industry moves fast, but with NetSuite and our industry solutions, we help you keep up. If you manage hotels, restaurants, franchises, one of the above, or all three, Bring IT can help you operate with clarity and with confidence. To learn more, visit bringitps.com or reach out for a walkthrough. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.